What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for tuning back in with us for another wonderful episode of Our Truth, Your Truth. And of course, I am your host, Constance.
And I'm your girl, Miss Carla.
And as you can clearly see, we are missing our wonderful sister, Miss Francesca.
Sissy.
Oh. She is here with us in love.
Yes, in love, and she's here.
Yeah, she's right here. She's definitely here. So, with this being said, we're gonna just go ahead and skirt on into our what's been happening. Mm-hmm. And so, Cara, love, what has been happening? What's up with you, girl?
Well, just life, just taking it easy. Still teaching. I have my students. A few students just graduated from school, and
now that is big. Like, yes. I don't think I would have ever just said, okay, well, my best sister is going to be a teacher, instructor
for massage,
at an actual therapy facility.
Yeah. So who would have knew? You just thought, I just really thought I would be a massage therapist, living my life, kind of, using my passion and what I love to do, and now I'm teaching it. So that's big.
That is real big. That is real big. So, what more or what most do you enjoy about being an instructor, a teacher?
First,
healing.
I mean, when you love to do something yourself, to be able to teach it to someone and see them, where they come in at, and to see them leave, just full on, they change, So it's just really good to see. And I have different students from all age ranges, from 30s to 50s. So, everyone is going through their different life experiences, So it's not like, we just going to school like when we're younger or so. It's like, no, real deal life is going on. So
what school are you at right now?
So I'm at the Academy of Cosmetology on Merritt Island. So you can also go there for hair and barber and
I know exactly
nails and yeah. So
that's so
check it
awesome.
out if y'all looking to get into the, cosmetology world.
That's awesome. I wish I could do hair. My daughter, your niece, Destiny.
Yes.
She's so awesome. So I hope she comes out where you are and
she needs to come and check it out
when she is of age to do so. That'd be really nice. So yeah. What else been going on with you, girl?
Well, let's talk about you.
You have a juicy life. No, your life.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
your life is so good and juicy and relaxing. Like you got so much. You got so much.
Well, I guess we can. Let me. Lifestyle Reset. Let's put out my Facebook
Lifestyle
group.
Reset.
Yes, Lifestyle Reset. So I started a Facebook group, this last year, and it's Lifestyle Reset with Shakara. And really, what my vision for the group is really to share my life and different things that I've experienced and different things that other women have experienced. And also, it's lots of yoga. So it's really we're just kind of in there living life, doing yoga, prayer, meditation, affirmations. It's a beautiful community of like-minded women. So I'm enjoying it.
That's awesome. If our sister was here, she'd be asking you.
Oh my gosh.
All sorts of questions.
She loves to talk about the group and the retreats, and it's so many things that we have to offer in the group.
It's on Facebook, because I follow you on Facebook.
Yes. So it's on Facebook, Lifestyle Reset with Shakara.
Reset.
So you could just go and put me in the search. And
I like that name, Lifestyle Reset. Did you come up with that honestly, or was that something?
Years ago when I was living in the island.
I love that Lifestyle Reset.
When I left from our small town, Cocoa, and went to the islands, I was always like, I really kind of want to start over, or, I just want to feel fresh. So to me, it was kind of stepping away. And I told myself when I come back home, it's like, it's a reset. Like I did a reset. And it's just, I feel we all can use some type of a reset in life, and just Lifestyle Reset. It's just, you live one style, and it's just introducing different things into your life that gives you a whole other outlook on life.
I love it. I do. Because when you think about reset, it's like when you're watching something or when you have something on your computer or what have you, and you want to hit the reset button.
Yes.
It's like you're clearing away all the old, so that way you have so much room for the new.
You're right. It is.
So I love that name, Lifestyle Reset. I love the way that it just even sounds and feels saying it. Like reset.
Reset. Yep. It's like hitting the green button.
Oh, I love it.
Just see the color green, and it's like go. Basically, when you see green, it thinks go.
I love it. I do.
So what about you? You see, I tried to get off track of me, but
I was sticking to my guns.
You did. You really did. So what's been happening with you, Miss Constance?
Life. As a mom. Oh my gosh, that has been.
A mom.
Let me tell y'all, that has been my truth. I am raising from little kid, all the way up from ages 6, all the way up to about 16. Which,
yes.
In this April, I will have an actual 17-year-old. So
17.
My world has been extremely interesting. And I know you and also Francesca have teenagers.
I got a 21-year-old and yes.
So you've had to go through, and I'm sure the viewers, you all have or about to be going through that 16 and up phase. When I first heard about the 16 and up phase, I was like, yeah, but it's not going to be so bad.
So bad.
And even giving my own self, I know I was a hot mess. Mom, I'm mess. Sorry. I love you. Please forgive me. But I know I was. So a lot of things that I have been experiencing with my teenager are things where it literally is like a mirror of who I once was. So my life has been consumed of snatching my kids out of hell's den.
Ooh. Snatching them straight up.
Oh yeah.
And I feel pulling up it's so many of our friends and just being on social media that is really just talking about how it's just it's sometimes.
I wish I would have saved this quote because it was by someone who I follow and I love her. She's awesome. And she said something that was so profound, and I don't want to mess it up, so I'm not going to say it. But it was basically giving off that our generation, the ones that are in our 30s, maybe early 40s, we were the ones that a lot of us came from the, not middle class, but a little underneath. Right at middle class, and we didn't have 2-parent homes, and if we did, one of the parents was strung out and the other parent was trying to hold on and keep it together. And here we are finally making it, getting careers and making our life and our marriages and our unities work, and we're raising kids who have no idea how things work for us.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, because
we just want them to be so much better, right, than us. It's like we were kids having kids, and we just really want to strangle them and be like, look, we went through this. We do not want you to experience.
And look, if anybody can see, this says faith.
Yes.
Right? And
you have to have,
we were like, no, we've got to have this symbol in here. You've got to, let me tell you, I'm speaking to all the parents of 16 and up. This will keep you from wearing a red, Dickies jumper. I don't even know if it's Dickie or not, but this will keep you from wearing red behind bars for the rest of your life. Is having faith that one day that your kid is going to wake up and realize my parent is actually for me and
not against me. Oh, why do they really act like we are just out to get them? Like we haven't been there, done that, and why is we the worst people in the world?
I can tell you why. Because my mama was the worst person in the world to me. Why? Why?
Oh.
Because she wanted me to be in the straight and narrow.
Yeah, yeah.
And so this actually is going into our topic.
Yes, yes.
Which is generational curses. So,
trying to rewrite the story.
Exactly, because I didn't know about generational curses, and I didn't understand the assignment to my parents.
Yeah.
That then I would inherit, and then I have to fight. And I wasn't equipped, even though I went to church, got baptized when I was younger. I still didn't look at it like that. I didn't look at it as a spiritual, none of that.
Yeah. You never look at it as, okay, what our parents experience and what their parents experience. It trickles down, like it's
Very
energy.
much so.
And that's when we talk about the generational curses. Like, but we're all killing it now. We really are just rewriting stories, and that's really our goal now, to really just rewrite the story.
Yes.
And talking to our parents and grandparents and even understanding what they experience. So we be thinking that we alone. And then when we have that talk, we're like, oh, really? Oh, we got to rewrite this.
Yep.
This has to be, yeah.
Yep. Because when you have that conversation with your elders, whether it's your grandparent, whether it's your mom, whether, your dad, great aunties, when you really discover, or maybe you were just around when it all happened.
Right.
You'll realize that that attack that was over your dad, over your mom, over your grandma, over your grandfather, your great aunts, you're going all the way back to your ancestors. I mean, all the way back. You will then see that the time has changed.
Yes.
The time is different. But that same old negative energy, that demon, it hovers.
And you think it's you. Like, you really think it's meant for you.
If you don't know any better.
If you don't know any better, but.
If you don't. And that's why I was like, I got with the team and we all came together and it was like, this is a great topic, for us to talk about and put out there, because generational curses.
I got you, sis.
Look,
I got you.
But look, the enemy is not going to stop me now.
No.
Don't try to even mess up my words. In the name of Jesus, it's not going to happen, because it's going to get out there, because we have to stand against that. We definitely got to pray against it. When I finally went through things with my girls, as you asked me what I've been up to, and my response is just breaking generational curses.
Yeah.
Because, and I actually came to a real good talk with my oldest girls, and I let them know, I'm like, listen, you may not fully understand right now. And why I'm like, I gave them the analogy of being at the bowling alley for safety for the kids, and you got the gutter safety blockers.
That's good. Oh yeah.
And when you throw the ball down, it doesn't go in the gutter. It just keep bouncing because you got a safety net there. And so that's what I gave to the girls. And I told them, I'm like, I am your gutter blocker.
Gutter blocker.
Gutter blocker. You're not going down the gutter. Okay? Not in that fashion.
Right.
And, and I told them about generational curses. And, they were looking at me kind of puzzled, but the conversation was starting to happen. And that's what we want. We want conversation.
Yes, the conversation
starters
with our kids. Yes. And it's really about conversation. And then, but, we talking about the generational curses, but what gave you that clarity? Like, what gave you, what made you come to this? Like, what?
Just being around, first of all, my upbringing is being into the church atmosphere and going to the Bible studies and, all sorts of conferences and then gaining that understanding about generational curses, because that was not a thing that I was sat down as a young girl.
Because I know my mom, we didn't.
And no one talked to me about that.
Yeah.
So I had no idea until, just life.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I might not have been, told and taught by my parents about this, but I know better now. And it's my job to inform my children
Yes.
about this, because it's
Inform
so
them
true.
about the enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you look at it really, and you think about your parents who went through life just lifing,
Yeah.
and they had all these different mishaps. And then when you hear about your grandma and your grandfather
Yep.
and all their mishaps, and then you hear about their moms, and then you really realize that there is a negative angel or energy or entity,
whatever you call it,
whatever you might want to call it, that is assigned to each one of our families.
Yeah.
And its assignment is to destroy. John 10:10.
To steal, kill, and destroy.
John 10:10. So once I started really realizing that, listen, if you got 16-year-olds,
just pray and keep the faith. Just like,
and don't forget when you were their age. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Because a lot of what I have been experiencing is what my mother said over my life, and I think she put this on me. She said, "You're gonna see how it feels. You're gonna have your own kids.
Oh yeah.
And you're really gonna see how it feels."
So she's just sitting back, kind of eating popcorn now, just
chuckling.
Like,
yeah.
There you go. You get
eating some dang on popcorn that she got from dang on TJ Maxx. And eating that dang on
yes, TJ Maxx.
That's sweet popcorn. And having a ball with it. But I got to a point where I opened up to my girls and I let them know about it. It's going to always be their decision whether they go left or right. Whether they choose to go in depth and understand and follow, or if they're going to push against and say, no, that doesn't make sense. But you can never say that I did not warn you and I did not talk to you about it.
And at least you had that conversation. If you haven't never had it, you like, okay, dang, what did I not say? What did I not? But hey, it's really just about having an open floor and just your kids feeling comfortable to come to you, to talk to you, just making a space that they feel comfortable, because we talking about generational curses and different things going on, but we need our kids to feel comfortable about coming to us about things they're experiencing, things that's in their mental, that's in their mind that they're thinking about. We want them to feel like, they can come to us, because that's another thing with, and not to talk about our parents and stuff, a lot of things were held in. Yes. I feel like they held a lot of things in, and that's what's not good as well. So it's got to be communicated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I totally feel the same way. But why? Because that is what I experienced. So I can only speak off of my actual experience.
And that's what we're here for. Our truth, your truth. All we can do is speak our truths and what we know. It's not saying it's the truth. It's our truth.
That's right.
Yeah.
So within Breaking Generational Curses, our next headline of where we're going is feeling misunderstood and how to deal with being misunderstood. Because that's a big thing.
Ooh. I feel like I always felt like I was misunderstood as a younger girl. I feel I kind of had a big personality. I was kind of fast and doing some stuff I shouldn't have. But, when I look back on it, I was just really like a free spirit. Now that I understand myself, there were some things that I shouldn't have done. But now when I look at myself, I was like, oh, child, you was just living life. You just kind of floating, just free, but sometimes people, they see it's their perception, right? And they don't really understand you, and they think, oh, she's a bad person, she's this or what, but don't know you got a heart pure as gold, right? And you just really want people to you just want people to know your true self. That's what you really would love, but that's not how it always is.
Yeah, I commend you so much just for even sharing that, because that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. That's a big deal, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. I know most certainly I can, and feeling misunderstood, or feeling like, basically that's just what it is, being misunderstood. Yeah, and having that feeling. It's compiled with so much, whether you have neglect issues, you got daddy, mommy issues, got
'Cause
you
you
know,
have traumas.
rejection, you know, all of these different things. And then when you're trying your best, you're fading out of that. You may have people that still view you
Oh yeah.
as that
yeah.
hurt,
Yeah.
bitter,
No, that's
sad
big. Yeah.
person.
Because I
But that's
touched
not
on
it.
being younger and misunderstood, but the hurt is when you have grown, what you basically just touched on, when you have grown, and not saying you're healed, but you're healing,
Yeah,
right?
you're in process.
And you're in different levels, and people still look at you or think about you as that same, you know.
Yeah, individual.
Yeah.
Who was reckless and moving fast and being selfish and out of control. And you're like, you know, what really got me to this point of really realizing I was healed from that, right? Because it took me some time.
Yeah.
But what really got me to this point, my auntie and I love her to death. She called me up one day and she had some concerns, and she was voicing her concerns based off of looking at me as her little niece, Connie, the one who had kids or was a teen mom, the one who, you know, ran away from home as a young girl, the one who was promiscuous, the one who she was still viewing me as this out of control, misplaced teenager. And I was so upset because this is like my favorite auntie. And I was so upset. And I said a few things to get her attention. And you know what really made me feel good is that she seriously was like, well, wait a minute, let me apologize. That's what she said to me.
Oh, an apology.
She said, let me apologize. She said, I didn't realize that you're not my little niece anymore. She was like, you've got plans. And that's what's important. You've got plans. And she said, so what I see sporadically may be happening, what I'm viewing,
right,
that's not what it is for you. And you're making sure and checking the facts and doing what you have to do. So she was holding on, and you never know what she could have said to people or whatever. She was holding on to her little niece and not embracing her grown niece who has fully grown, who's managing, handling things. And I'm not perfect, so I'm making mistakes, but she was viewing me as her little niece.
Right. And that was big. No,
that was big and significant on many levels.
And I'm so happy she apologized.
And I know.
Because let me tell you, I myself, and I feel so many of us have family members that do not see the new version. Yeah. Like, and it is right in their face. So how can you not see?
Yeah.
Because you need to check yourself? Like, let me not go there, but I'm just saying.
Go there.
Oh, let's not.
Go there.
But, people, I think it's hard for them to really give you the credit for where you have come. Because they may not have gotten to where they wanted to be or where they thought they would be.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard to give you that credit, and it's easier for them to just look at you or act like they see you as that person.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's very easy to see someone how you used to see them and to be blind to their growth.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love when you say she apologized.
Yes.
When I tell you apologies are big, and people we do have a lot of people that know the power of an apology, but it's so many people out there that it was so simple to apologize and they still haven't.
Yep.
But
she apologized immediately because she felt and seen like my passion. When I respond, and she's like, oh my goodness. Okay, wait a minute. Let me back up here. So that was significant.
Yeah.
And that really made me feel like, what, Constance, keep on going hard and everything else is going to fall in place.
Yes.
And who's ever supposed to notice or see will or gravitate to you will. And the ones that want to hold you, people will really hold
that you don't even think.
People will really hold you till you was 15, 16.
Oh.
And say, this is how you are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they still way back when. They still way back when.
Let me tell you one thing about me. judgment is something that I care less to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it will baffle you how wonderful life has been to someone who has not been holding themselves hostage to something that they did, umpteen years ago. They've already forgiven themselves. They've already asked for forgiveness, and it's already there.
It's done.
But it's the outsiders who's still holding them on to something.
But they just showing themselves. We all know, in life, we be thinking that, when a person says something to us, they're just projecting. That's what people are projecting.
That's exactly what it is, projection.
So you learn that whenever you say something about a person or whenever you pass judgment, you're really just talking about yourself.
Yeah.
So you really just making yourself look the fool.
Yeah, and that's what I had. That's what I had to
But that takes growth to learn that. We don't always, because we feel it because of our own traumas, and it was a trigger. Right? It was a trigger. So it set us off. Like it set us off like an alarm, and then we react. But then throughout growth and throughout healing, you'd be like, you know what? That wasn't even meant for me. They just told on themselves.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Right. They just showed me where they are.
And that's what it is.
And they're just a little intimidated about where I'm at.
And you have to be cool with that.
Yeah. And I'm okay.
It's nothing to go and fix. You don't need to send out emails, text message threads. You don't have to feel like you got to connect because you've already connected with you.
Yeah. That's real. Ooh, I like that.
You've already
connected. The only
connection
you need is with self.
That's it.
Self and the man above.
That's
but
right.
Self is God. We are God. So once you're fully in connection with yourself, you're fully in connection with everything
from all
as
that.
a whole.
Yeah, blame, shame, and all that. Yes. So I'm loving the way, and I hope that you all who are watching, I really hope that you guys are loving this conversation between Cara Love and I, although we're missing our lovely Francesca.
Yes.
So as we are moving on forwards, so the question that we have here is, how important is it to have clarity?
Ooh, clarity.
Clarity.
How important is it to have a clear mind or exercise having a clear mind?
That's the thing. Now, first of all, how do you have a clear mind?
Well, first of all, we gotta slow down. You definitely have to slow down.
Okay, so slow down means what?
Slow down means just really stopping, really. I mean, it's just that simple. We get so caught up in life, work, our kids, and we have our alarms go off in the morning. We wake up, we go to work, we just get in the rat race.
The rat race,
we just get in the race, and we think that's what it's all about, but that's really not what life is about. And we say we have goals and different things that we want, but we don't realize sometimes though it's taking too long for those things to come, or whatever is going on, but you have to stop. You have to slow down. So to be able to have a clear mind or to have some clarity, you really have to slow yourself down and take time to hear yourself. Because a lot of us, we don't even realize that we're not even hearing ourselves. We so caught up moving fast and hearing the other noises that's going on in the world that we not even taking time for self to slow down.
That's so true. And I've experienced that on many levels. My mom used to always tell me to listen to your intuition. And she was like, you'll know, because it's your guidance system. It will guide you right where you need to be. Just relax.
Yeah.
Don't react off of impulse. Don't start up a fight because you're in a moment. Like,
take a deep breath.
And chill.
People don't realize how powerful deep breaths are. They're very powerful.
You can gain so much clarity from the deep breaths.
Oh, yeah.
The silence. The water splashing against each other, as it's out in the ocean. Or just the sweet, calm sound of the wind blowing.
Yeah.
You can gain so much in that. I feel like clarity is a necessity to life.
Yeah, yeah.
Because when it's so much noise and it's so much chaos, and there's so much other distractions, you cannot hear whether you say the sound of God, or whether you say it's your intuition, whether it's your guidance system, whatever it is, with so much, there's no way.
There's really not. You have to. It's like think of it as creating space in your head. It's kind of like there's a lot of things that live inside, right? But you want to grow and you want to experience more of life, right? But you need clarity, yes, but you have to just make room, create space. And how do you make room? It's, by sitting still or, even if it's just pulling up to your house, sitting in your car. One of my favorite places to have clarity or to get a clear mind is just in the car. And we ride around and get, stop at home, because once you go in, you have kids, you have your husband, there's so many things that once you hit that door, and even if you don't have kids and husband, you see the stuff that you need to do.
Right.
So if you don't really know, just sitting in the car, like that's one of the easiest things to do. Just you and yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you and yourself.
I love that. And I think a few of mine that I would like to add on to what you just put out for ways to make that space for clarity to even come in is most certainly in the car.
Yeah. I gave something that I feel where we're all.
Yeah.
That's one of my ways, but it's so many. But
that in the car is perfect because like you said, we're all in the car.
Yeah.
A lot of times by ourselves, commuting from work to work or to house or what have you. So that time. And I love to go out. Of course, I'm a water sign.
Oh, yes.
Scorpio, baby. So being a water sign, I'm constantly the water, the ocean, the river.
Yep.
Be honest with you, I'd even sat by a pool, as long as it's quiet.
Oh, yeah. As long as it's quiet.
And nobody jumping in doing a cannonballs.
Yeah.
But if you can go to even a pool, by yourself and just hearing that sound of the water going. And
it's very cleansing.
Quiet out.
Yeah, water
a lot.
It cleanses our soul. It's like even in a shower. We don't realize how powerful our shower is. Just washing. Whenever I take showers, I'm just imagining it washing everything off, just standing there. And my honey, I'm in the shower for hours. Like, he be like, honey, are you done yet? I'm just washing let everything wash off.
That's me. Water. You know me. You know that's me. I will sit.
You love your bath. Oh, you stay in your bath.
Well,
she loves meditation time, bath time.
And I will stay in the bath for hours.
And she's been like that her whole life.
Yes. And don't bring me no food. If I got food, I'm not coming out.
Do not bring her a chicken wing.
I'm not coming out because I done had a snack and I'm in water, so I can survive for the next about 5 hours. Give me about 5 hours, I'm good. But those are just some of our ways that we wanted to share how we even get to a point of making space.
Yes.
For clarity to enter in.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Being at home. If you got a quiet time.
Time. And what's so important about when you're at home? Creating you a quiet space. A lot of us don't realize how powerful, creating a corner or just something in our home that reminds us of a peaceful place. Have your candle there or a flower. Have an area that you go to. It's kind of like, it's what I use my studio. I love my studio. I just go sit. I don't even have to have any clients. I just go sit there.
Oh my gosh.
Just sit.
And it's still marketing no matter what.
Oh yeah, that's what it's about.
Where is our massage studio at?
So you can find me Massage by Shakara. It's a beautiful, relaxing, chill space.
And it is.
Off of Florida Avenue. I'm gonna have to throw that address out there, 916.
And we will.
Florida Ave. Check me out.
and I'm telling you,
it's very, very peaceful. Yeah.
Relaxing, peaceful. It's just all of the above. And you can go in there and just be yourself.
Zen out.
Yeah, zen out. I love
zen
it.
Out.
Zen out.
Zen out. But if you can't go get a massage, if you can't find that zen out area, create a nice quiet space in your home. You know?
Well, and you know what's so awesome too is because a lot of us who are faith-based Christians, we have our relationship with Christ through Christianity, and so we have our prayer closet.
Ooh, yes.
We have our a lot of us. So if you are, that's what we're also talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
Saying it in a different way.
Yes, yes.
But having your prayer closet, you know, wherever that may be, that is what we're referring to when we say a space to make space for clarity.
Yes. Yes.
Which I'm sure you all understand and know that because you've got your space. Yeah. So you understand that. I definitely know this past month has been full time of me wanting more clarity. And so I was intentional about this.
Oh.
And making my
being
days
intentional. Yeah.
Where from this time to this time, I'm literally talking to my higher source.
Yes. You got to
connecting and just receiving.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because we want more of life. And when we talk about our goals and everything, it's like we sometimes don't understand how important it is to slow down, to have that clarity, to have that clear space, to thrive and get to where we want to be. If we're so busy, zoom, 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 zoom. And
I like how you did that. Zoom, zoom, zoom,
yeah,
zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
Because it felt like I seen my life like that.
Yeah.
Like I
but a lot of people don't realize.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah. And a lot of our lives are, parenting, waking up, going to work. It is tough because people ask me all the time, like, because, I'm always doing yoga and different things. And I'm intentional. I take the time to go do yoga. But so many moms are like, how do you take the time for that? Like, I have to go here and here and here. And I'm like, you really got to be intentional. But, I know a lot of our lives look different. So that's why we say creating that space. Or I talk about being in the car because I'm trying to speak to that busy working woman.
Right.
Basically, not everyone got the time to go to a yoga class or go sit at the beach or, go get a massage. Not everyone has that time. So what can we do with what we already have?
Yeah. And I honestly feel like even having our friend COVID-19 to slide on in, it had to teach a lot of us to do a lot of things at home.
Oh, yeah. Quarantine, that did it. I love sitting around, just being at home.
I thought that was the most beautiful thing that God gave us.
Yes, yes.
Where it was like a multitude had to stop. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I said that, not because of the deaths, because just trust and believe, I've had loved ones close and near that passed away from COVID. So I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that the time that we all had to really focus in on ourselves and our loved ones that were in our house with us.
Yeah, and we had to stop and not even just our house. We had to stop as a collective.
Right.
Everyone.
Exactly. And you had that time. So I am in agreement when Miss Cara Love says that was a good time. Meaning it was a good time for the clarity. It was time for the stop.
I'm happy you said that. Stop. Yeah. Because it was a really horrible time for a lot of people.
It was a stop and then
crazy.
A reset.
But I stop and reset. No, I love that. Like reset.
Reset. Yes. It was. And so that was a great time.
It reset the world.
It did.
Yeah, and we're in a whole other. It's different. Things are different now. It really did reset. It made a lot of people think different about their lives, think different about what they want in their future. You got a lot of people that downsized and got rid of things because they realized what was not important.
Yes.
There was so many. It was we purged
a life-changing event for across the nation. So, and if you're watching this and you're not just 1 month old or a year old, you definitely felt it.
You felt it.
And if you're watching this in the future and you're, younger, you were there.
Yeah.
You just don't remember, but you were definitely there. So, I definitely, that was a definite time.
Yeah. Yeah.
A definite time. So as we are coming to our
Close.
close.
Yes. Oh, we
With
really
my
enjoyed you all.
best sister for how many years?
Ooh.
It's
We was
been
gonna
like
say we old. We was
it's
about,
like over 20 years. Like I'm calculating at least over 20.
yeah, we gonna say 2 decades. It's about over 20, about 2 decades.
Yes.
Yeah, we
And
kind of
then
getting kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, we
And
up
our
there.
sister Francesca, it's the same thing as we are all coming to a close.
I'm gonna give her a virtual hug over there.
Exactly. Let me and her do a fist bump though. So, what are some ways before we end our session here, our episode at Our Truth, Your Truth?
Yes.
What are some ways that our viewers can follow you, find you, or even book you? Because I know we got some viewers that want to do some booking on some yoga, on some massage.
Yes. So, Facebook, and it's Island Girl Cara. So follow me at Island Girl Cara. But what I really want to get out there, that Lifestyle Reset with Shakara is the Facebook group.
Yes.
And you need to come book you a massage. So if you forget anything else, just Google me, Massage by Shakara, and boom, website right there.
That's what I'm talking about. And
Book me.
for myself, I would love for you guys to follow me on Facebook. It's Constance Burrell. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Constance B.
We got to add our girl in.
Yes, we do.
Jesus.
And our girl will be featured and added on here because our producer don't play. So he going to have her tied in because we locked in.
Yes.
Period, baby.
Yes. Period.
And guys, let me tell y'all. So along with #Silence Her No More, the book, and Having Faith.
Yes.
I definitely want you guys to go ahead, and if you have teenagers, I mean, it's for everybody. I mean, anybody can read it and relate, because this is my memoir, and it's just all about my life, period. But if you have some teenagers and they're going through some things and they feel like no one else have ever been there and that you don't understand and blah, 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 because trust me, I hear it and I got a book about it and I still hear it. This will be great for your teenager. It's a safe read to just allow them to explore someone else that may look like a cousin or may look like them and see that, okay, wow, well, this is what she went through, but this is where she's at. And they can also even follow our Truth, Your Truth.
Oh, yes, Our Truth, Your Truth, definitely.
To just even see where that little girl Connie was to now where Constance is fabulous. And this can be found on Amazon, and you just make sure you push in the #Silence Her No More, and you'll find it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and if you want to book me, I mean, you can, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can pull up on the
book.
ConstanceB@iCloud.com is my email.
Yes.
And I'm down for any type of speaking with teenagers and teen moms. I mean, it can go on. You just hit me up and we can make it happen.
Yes.
We can make it happen. So, Carla, you got anything that you would like to put out there before we go?
Just come and get you a massage by Shakara. And
boom, ba-dum. On your backup
that's what
music.
it's all about.
Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Massages
Boom,
and yoga.
ba-dum, ba-dum.
One of these days soon, I'll be instructing some yoga classes. So that's coming soon. All right. Zen, peace and love.
Ciao, guys.